Welcome in, Knicks Nation. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another Knicks Nation post-game show as your New York Knicks take down the Miami Heat 116-95. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing win from your New York Knickerbockers as they simply demolished them. Take down the glorious win, guys. Glorious win. 3-0 against the Heat this season. It's the first time we've swept the Miami Heat in a season since, I believe, the early 90s. You love to see it. You love to see it. We'll break down everything. Karl-Anthony Towns, dominant. Mikal Bridges, just another great game from Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson looks like he's getting into form, and you're starting to see Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson play together more and more. You love to see that. Mitch looked absolutely incredible tonight. Best game since Mitchell Robinson has looked since the playoffs of last year. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a positive sign. OG Anunoby's defense in the second half, the run that this Knicks team put up in the third quarter, 41-15, like Loud and Clear says in the chat. What's going on, Loud and Clear? Just an absolute dominant win. From being down 2 at the half to all of a sudden putting up 41 points in that third quarter and only allowing the Heat to score 15 points in that third quarter is just proof as to why this Knicks defensive, the defensive schemes, the defensive unit, they've been just awesome defensively lately. And, this team is, we had a tough loss in Golden State, but tonight was a great, great win. Had you feeling good again. And look, you handed the Miami Heat 8 straight wins. That is the first time under Eric Spoelstra that has happened. Beautiful. Anytime you can do that to the Miami Heat, that is beautiful. Glorious. Glorious. And Mitchell Robinson, I thought, was incredible, guys. And we'll get to it all. Once again, appreciate every single one of you in the chat. Josh Hart with a triple-double. He is one triple-double away from passing Walt Frazier, for, I believe, the most in a single season in Knicks history. Legendary company from Mr. Josh Hart. Bounce back game from Mr. Josh Hart after the game he had in Golden State, right? But all in all, guys, this was an amazing team victory. Starters rested there in that fourth quarter. Cat and Mitch looked incredible. The Karl-Anthony Towns 15-0 run by himself completely took over this game in that third quarter. Completely took over the game in that third quarter. Made me forget about that Villanova commercial that came out before the game, by the way. Did you see that Villanova commercial that came out with Devo and the Villanova boys before the game? Made me emotional. Right before the game, and then Cat with the 15-0 run in the third quarter, and I forgot all about it. Cat is starting to look like Cat, right? And it sounds simple, but he is starting to look like Cat, and that is very important for this basketball club. Starting to hit his threes. Starting to get the swag back from Karl-Anthony Towns. Amazing game from Karl-Anthony Towns. Dominating. Appreciate every single one of you in the chat. Let's get to your comments. Jared, what's going on? Appreciate you. Joel, great win. Henry says, yeah. Great dominant win, man, for this New York Knicks team. They needed a game like this. Tony says, Miami is terrible, but it's a win that we should get. Tony, this was a feel-good win, Tony. No matter how you look at it, this was just a feel-good win. Get back on track after that bad loss in Golden State. You come back home. Now you go back on the road again. Weird schedule, weird season. But this, you handed the Heat their 8th straight loss. Anytime you can do that to Miami, first time under Eric Spoelstra, you do it. And what is a positive for me, guys, is you're starting to see the Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns pairing more and more. And Thibs went to it a lot tonight, more than I think he has gone to it since Mitchell Robinson's return. And they look great, ladies and gentlemen. They look great. I mean, you look at this box score, 116-95 against the Miami Heat. Bridges, 28 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4-6 from 3. What have we been saying about Mikal? Get the ball in his hands, make the offense kind of run through Mikal Bridges, and good things happen. He's been playing really well for this basketball club. I talked about it on the podcast. You love this number right here. He's getting to the free throw line more and more, which you love. 28 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4-6 from 3. You love that. Some positive regression is happening there. 10 of 14 from the field, 32 minutes. 4-4 from the free throw line. Mikal is in his element right now. He's in his bag. This is the Mikal Bridges that is honestly what Knicks fans have been waiting for. And he's finally showing it. And his usage is up now that the captain's down. But good things happen when you put the ball in Mikal Bridges' hand. And good things happen when you kind of run the offense through Mikal and through Karl-Anthony Towns, which is what the New York Knicks did tonight. And obviously that big spur from Cat in that third quarter was a huge boost for this club. But Mikal Bridges also went on a 9-0 run as well. Yeah, he went on a personal 9-0 run, looking great. So Cat went on a 15-0 run by himself. Mikal Bridges went on a 9-0 run by himself. They just dominated this Heat team. Domination. Josh Hart, triple-dub, 12 points, 11 assists, 13 rebounds for Mr. Josh Hart, 4 steals from Mr. Josh Hart, 2 of 5 from 3. You love to see that. And skipping down the sideline, just looking like he's having fun out there. And from the game in Golden State until now, he needed a game like this. OG Anunoby, I thought, was dominant defensively in the second half. Dominant. And we still see OG attacking the basket. Not an efficient night for OG. 1 of 6 from 3, but I'm not worried about that because you're seeing him attack the paint, attack the basket, use his body, and defensively he had Tyler Hero in jail. Again. Reminded you of what happened down in Miami a couple of weeks ago, right? Second half, Anunoby with the deflections and only finished 1 steal, 2 blocks. Anunoby does so much on the basketball court that doesn't show up in the box score. Like it's unreal. Just an amazing defensive performance from from OG Anunoby. Deuce, I thought, came out with great energy in that third quarter to set the tone tonight. And that kind of led into the Mikal Bridges run, the 9-0 run. So Deuce in that third quarter hustling was just awesome. And A-plus performance from your Knicks, guys. A-plus freaking performance from your New York Knickerbockers. Isaiah says this game just shows you, man, if Josh had anything like this last game, we would have destroyed the Warriors. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Big Task. What's going on, Big Task? Appreciate you in here. Knicks win 116-95 against the Miami Heat. Big win. Chris says, was nice to see the rookies play for 2 minutes. Could have gave them 5, but hey, we shrug it. We shrug it off, Chris. Kolek did some things in those final 2 minutes as well. Loud and Clear says Precious had a nice rebounding game. Precious Achiuwa actually, positive minutes from Precious Achiuwa tonight. Defensively, we saw some things from Precious tonight, and I just thought there were positive minutes from Precious. And you to step in the right direction, right? I mean, there was times when they had him parked in the corner, and of course they're going to let him shoot, but I thought we saw some positive minutes from Precious Achiuwa tonight, plus 10 for Precious Achiuwa tonight after me just ragging on him in the podcast, but for good reason. Precious has been bad. So I thought Precious Achiuwa tonight was great step in the right direction. Obviously, it's one game, but this is why Thibs, I guess, keeps going back to him because defensively, I thought Precious held it down. And 3 rebounds, 4 points. Okay. Step in the right direction, right? Loud and Clear says OG locked up Hero in the first half. OG locked up Bam in the second half. Yeah, Thibs put OG on Bam. Then he would switch OG on Tyler Hero. Jack of all trades, OG Anunoby, right? Jack of all trades. And defensively, guys, we're seeing this Knicks team hit a level that, quite frankly, is exciting, right? This Knicks team defensively is hitting a level that quite frankly, we've been waiting on. And since the return of Mitch, second in the league in defensive rating, and obviously Mitch is a huge part of that. Obviously, Deuce is an awesome defender, but look, guys are hunkering down, and Anunoby's just playing at a whole nother level right now. Guys are hunkering down, and you only allow 95 points to the Miami Heat, and the defense is on the rise. And what you loved tonight is the offense, especially in that third quarter, because in the first half, especially in that first quarter, guys, when the Knicks got down by 9, and it was terrible basketball being played in that first quarter. No ball movement, nothing was flowing. Second quarter, way better. You go into halftime, down 1 or 2, and you're like, okay. Third quarter, you don't know what's gonna happen, and then Karl-Anthony Towns just decides to dominate this basketball game and goes on a 15-0 run by himself. And again, that is a very positive sign from Karl-Anthony Towns because, remember, we were talking about the thumb. We don't know if the thumb is going to heal fully, and what he has shown you lately is that he has looked like Cat. The vibes are back. He looked great. The threes are back from 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line, and we just, quite frankly, we've missed that. And when Cat shoots the ball like this, 3 of 5 from 3, 10 of 17 from the field, 23 points, 1 block, 3 assists. He was awesome in that third quarter. It set the tone. Look at this score in the third quarter, 41-15. That's game. That's game. Game. You loved it. And in the first half, guys, the Knicks had 8 turnovers in the first half, and they also stopped turning the ball over in the second half. 8 turnovers in the first half, finished with 13. So you only had 5 turnovers in the second half. Good things happen when you stop turning the ball over, right? And good things happen when you hit your threes too. 16-34, 47% as a team. 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 41 boards. But seeing Mitchell Robinson play like he did tonight was a very positive sign. Very positive sign. It's the best we've seen him play since the playoffs of last season. And in that Golden State game, I thought it was his worst game of the season. He just looked like he had no legs. Mitchell Robinson tonight was much more active, looked engaged, looked ready to compete, and was dominant on the boards and dominant in the paint. And when you're starting to see Tom Thibodeau pair Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson together more and more, it's a positive sign because you're trying to get Mitchell Robinson's stamina up, and his minutes are starting to increase. What do you have tonight? 24 minutes for Big Mitch. Sorry, I keep going back and forth between the box score and myself, but 24 minutes for Big Mitch. It's a very positive sign, guys. A great sign moving forward that Mitchell Robinson, 5 offensive rebounds, 9 boards, 1 assist. Cat stole his double-double, by the way. Stole his 10th rebound in 24 minutes. Could have had a double-double. 2 steals, 2 blocks. He looked dominant, man. And that is the upside of Cat and Mitch. Dave spoke before the game saying, look, as time goes on, you're going to see the Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns line up more and more. And it's a very positive step in the right direction that Thibs is going to that lineup, because we all know how Thibs is with his substitution patterns. But the Knicks want to get Mitch and Cat on the floor. That is the end goal. And you're seeing it bear fruit defensively and even offensively. You're seeing what they can do together. And with only, 15 games left this season? That's enough time, guys. That's enough time. Let's gel this thing. Very, very positive step for the Mitch-Cat duo, and very positive step for Mitchell Robinson that he was just dominant against the Miami Heat. Let's go, Big Mitch. Big Taz says the Knicks are top 5 in defense since the return of Mitchell Robinson. Lockdown. Isaiah says all the greats have had to go through trials and tribulations, and now it's the Knicks' turn. Nelly Nell says, imagine when Cap comes back. Whoa, camera just got out. Imagine when Cap comes back and Mitch is starting to heat up. That's where you want to get to. That's where you want to get to. You want to get to a place where Mitchell Robinson is playing consistently. This is where you want him to be. 20 to 25 minutes. Nothing more, please. I don't want him to be in the 30s because once he gets up there in the 30s, you know, something back and anything can happen. You know, I want Mitch to be healthy, and this is a positive step in the right direction. You want him to be in the 20s, 20 to 25 minutes. And in the 20, 25 minutes, as he gets his stamina up, as he gets his body right, as he feels more comfortable with his ankle, because, you know, that ankle was a problem for him. And as he gets more comfortable with his ankle, it is go time. It's go time. Mike, what's going on in the chat? What's going on, Mike? Great win tonight. Great execution. Thibs needed to do something to get us going at home after some losses. Thibs needs to do more things now to revamp the team and stop waiting. What's going on, Mike? Always appreciate you in here. And thank you for becoming a member. Loud and clear. Appreciate you for becoming a member as well of the Knicks Nation channel. This Rover says we got to gel harder than a bottle of LA looks. 15 games left, guys. And this was a great game. You needed a game to kind of just wash everything, wash all the negativity off, right? 2-3 West Coast trip. You've been gone for 11 days. You've had the Hart situation. You had the Cat situation in the media, the teammates not getting Karl Anthony Towns back. You had that whole talk that was surrounded sports media today. And you needed kind of like a get-right game. And to open up this game, it was dicey. But in the third quarter, Karl Anthony Towns showed you just how talented he is and made me forget about that Villanova commercial. I like that commercial, by the way, the Nova Boy commercial where you have Hart, Brunson, and Mikal with the So Long, My Friend music going on. And you see Dante there. I like that commercial. But as of this moment, I'm forgetting about that commercial because Cat was dominant tonight. So shout out to Cat, man. Shout out to Cat. And shout out to Mikal. Honestly, guys, Mikal has been awesome. Like I talked about it in the pod. Nelly Nell says 4 more to clinch. Yeah, man. 4 more. So the magic number, it was 5. And now it was 6. And now it's 4. Okay. 4 more to clinch top 6 seed in the East. And the Knicks have a 97% chance on finishing number 3 in the Eastern Conference. They're going to finish number 3, guys. It's set in stone. This Knicks team is going to finish number 3 in the Eastern Conference. Let me just zoom in, by the way. So it's set in stone. So you love that, obviously. Jared says Thibs finally put Kolek in. Garbage minutes for Tyler Kolek. Honestly, there was a pocket there in that first quarter heading into the second quarter where I thought Thibs could have went with Kolek because the Knicks looked lifeless in that first quarter, right? Campaign was struggling. Obviously, the minutes for Campaign was okay, but I thought, 5 assists, seven points, and he got those in the second half. First half, I thought he was bad. But there was a pocket there in that first quarter, the second quarter, where I thought Thibs could have, all right, man, you could slip Kolek in there because the Knicks looked lifeless in the first quarter. And it's like, bro, you need to run some offense. You need to just get the juices flowing. And second quarter, Knicks were way better. And it's honestly good things happen when Mikal touches the ball on it, Cat touches the ball on it, OG Anunoby does his thing, right? And you get bench production. All positive. Shamet, 3-6 from 3. Payne finally hits a 3. Precious, 10 solid minutes defensively. Mitchell Robinson, 24 great minutes. Good things happen when your bench plays well, guys. Josh Hart, 12 points, 11 assists, 13 boards from Mr. Josh Hart. 1 triple-double away from passing the great Walt Clyde Frazier. Would you? History. Nelly now says praise up for Tracy Morgan. Yes, there was a delay in this game. Tracy Morgan threw up on the court, then he was seen being wheeled off the court in a wheelchair. So praise up for Tracy Morgan. Hope all is well regarding him, but that was the delay in this game. But, 4 more to clinch. You're in the third seed. You're getting finished number 3. Third quarter domination. And like I've been saying, guys, Mikal, he's gone to the line now, I think, 24 times in the last 5 games, I believe. Positive signs. He's being aggressive. He's hitting his threes. He's elite from mid-range. He's looking like Mikal. Run the offense through Mikal and Cat, and good things happen. You need to with JB down. You need to. Those guys need to be the focal point, and obviously OG Anunoby has been phenomenal for this team. And one thing we've seen from OG is that he's going downhill 80% of the time now. He's using his body. He's using his strength. Somebody got to OG and was like, dude, you can take 95% of these dudes that are guarding you. Like, all you need to do is just go downhill, and these guys don't want to be in front of you. These guys don't want to be physical with you. Use those legs that look like a tank. And you're seeing positive. Even though he was 3 of 13 tonight, guys, I don't care about that because it's positive signs when he's making the right play and going downhill and just taking his opponent to their basket. And he was 1 of 6 from 3, and I think about 4 of those were great looks. And he's been awesome. So you drop 116, you blew out the Heat, you hand them their 8th straight loss, you're 3-0 against them, you sweep them for the first time since the early 90s. It is a great Monday evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great Monday night, guys. It's a great Monday night. Appreciate every single one of you once again. Smash the thumbs up, bump, subscribe. Come join me in the chat. You can also hit up the Discord. Got the post-game call-in show ready to rock. Let me just pin the link up in the chat so you guys can join in for a second. But look, Knicks needed this win, needed a get-right win, and they got it. They got it. Bear with me while I put this link in there. I should have did this prior. But shout out to Josh. Shout out to Mikal. Shout out to Mitch. There's the link. Hit the link. Join the Discord. Hop in the post game. I'll be taking your calls shortly in a bit. But just wanted to, bask over this win. It's just a dominant win from this team. And look, the Knicks have a fairly easy schedule from here on out. They're going to finish number 3. Right? They're going to finish number 3. Pull up this chat. I lost the chat. All right, there we go. VI says Josh running the offense and creating was a good. He needs to have his own unit with him, with a good bench, with some youth. Watch out. What's going on, VI? Great game from Josh tonight, and 11 assists. And his assists have been up. Look, last game versus the Warriors, I would call it an outlier, right? I mean, prior to that, he's been shooting better. His assists have been up. He nearly got a triple-double a couple of games ago. So he's a triple-double machine. Look, this is his, 8th triple-double this season? He's a triple-double machine. And he's had a career year for this team. And it was just a bad game versus Golden State. Tempers were flaring, but yes. Hart, 11 assists. Obviously, he passed up some shots in that first quarter and had the fans moaning and groaning a little bit. But when he's the lead ball handler sometimes, the offense actually yields good results. So it's him, Mikal, Cat, those 3, and OG have to feed off of one another and have a certain scheme that will yield great results. And we saw that tonight, right? We saw that yield great results, and we saw the team play as a team. How many assists did they have? 30 assists. 30 assists as a team. When the ball's moving, the juices are flowing. You love it, man. You needed this. Chris says, looking forward to see Tyler Kohler, Buchan, Packham, Daddy, Kevin McCullough, Moses Brown play more. They all have shown good skill set. Chris, man, I'm here to tell you we have Tom Thibodeau as our head coach, and that is probably not going to happen, unfortunately. Sorry to burst your bubble, but what Tom Thibodeau has shown you, we got, 16 games left this season. You think he's going to throw in those guys this late in the season? The answer is no, in my opinion. Look, an article came out today that Thibs should have been playing Kolek more and more to have him ready for moments like this when the captain goes down, but he just hasn't done it. And look, we can sit here and ask ourselves why, but that's our coach. That is Tom Thibodeau for you. Nelly Nell says, shout out to Sham Wow for hitting his threes tonight. Yes, man. 3 of 6 from 3. And Shaman has been really good. Shaman has been really good for this team lately. You know, he's coming off that bad shoulder injury, obviously, and he came back, and he has been really good for this team. And we need the production off the bench, guys. We need the production off the bench. So, 541 consecutive games for Mikal Bridges, by the way. Let that sink in. 541 consecutive games for Mikal Bridges tonight. It doesn't happen in the NBA anymore. That does not happen. So shout out to the Iron Man. Shout out to Mikal. And he's just been, look, if you go to his game log, right? He's been great. He's been great. After that 6 field goal performance in LA, Clippers, he was solid even in a loss. Sacramento, 10 field goal attempts. Portland, game winner. Golden State, I thought he needed the ball more in that Golden State game. They just went away from him. Tonight, he was amazing. Amazing. So whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's the player, you set up the pie chart, it's either way. Somebody has got to dibs, and, you know, the Knicks are using him better. The Knicks are really realizing that when Mikal Bridges has the ball in his hands, good things happen, man. This guy's a stud. Mikal's a stud. He's super talented. Super talented. And what we love is that he's getting to the free throw line. Look, ever since the Clipper game, 6 of 6, 2 of 2 at Sacramento, 5 of 6 at Portland, 2 of 2 at Golden State, 4 of 4 tonight. And prior to that, he wasn't getting to the free throw line. 3 straight games not getting to the free throw line, and then the Clippers game, he was getting to the free throw line. Mikal's playing really well, guys. Really well for this basketball team, and it's a positive step in the right direction. Boy, boy, Trey, what's going on? The Twin Towers, Cat and Mitch put in work. Keith says, greetings from the ATL. What's going on, Keith? Appreciate you in here. Thank you for the support. Greetings. Appreciate you hopping in here from ATL. Bob Trey says, Mitch starting to put together an offensive bag. Mitch was awesome. He had that nice hook shot in the first quarter. And look, it's games like tonight that remind you just how dominant Mitchell Robinson can be. It's games like tonight that remind you why Knicks fans were like, just wait till Mitchell Robinson comes back and this team defensively is going to look better. Well, newsflash, guys, Mitchell Robinson is back, and the defensive rating is second in the NBA in their last 10 games. Haven't double-checked. It might be first now, but since Mitch is back, the defense has gotten better. It's his presence down low. It's his wingspan. It's just his presence, and tonight he looked incredible. Incredible. I'm picturing lineups with Mitch and Cat with the starters. Obviously, that's going to be mixed in there. You saw Mitch and Cat a lot with Campaign tonight. That was a good lineup. So you love it. Cat is comfortable playing the 4. Like, he's really comfortable playing the 4. And he's comfortable playing the 5 too. But defensively, it hurts. It hurts. But Cat was awesome, man. Cat was awesome. This Rover said it's because of that damn commercial. Jared said this is off topic, but Quentin Grimes has 46 points right now. What has gotten into Quentin Grimes, ladies and gentlemen? This man is playing amazing lately. Shout out to Q Dot. Always knew the talent was there. Stemmed back from when we wanted him to start, and he just never took advantage of it. Dante beat him out, but shout out to Q Dot, man. Shout out to Q Dot. But yeah, I'm just so happy for Mitch, guys. I mean, honestly, it's just so great to see. It's just so great to see Mitchell Robinson play like that, you know, because look, he's been hampered by injuries pretty much his entire career, right? And the big thing with Mitch is just stay healthy. And we've been waiting for Mitch. And he's back and he's yielding great results. Best game since the playoffs, man. And as they increase the strain on his body, it's a positive sign that you're seeing Thibs use him more, because that tells you that the more Mitchell Robinson plays, the more he's feeling comfortable out there running with the team. And that means he's not having any setbacks. Nothing's happening. So that's just a very positive sign for Mitch. So great win. Shout out to the boys. Great win. And look, we just got to carry this over. Knicks come back home, and now they go back on the road. I mean, the life of the NBA. The life of the NBA. Isaiah says, always believe that Mitchell Robinson, when healthy, has a potential to be a top 15 center in the NBA. Tonight showed you that, Isaiah. A double, almost a double. He should have had a double-double in 24 minutes, but Karl-Anthony Towns took that rebound away. He just looked bouncy. Really bouncy tonight. Offensive rebounds, 4 for him tonight. He looked like Mitch. 2 steals, 2. He looked like Mitch. Tonight, you saw Mitch. You saw Mitchell Robinson. And for a guy, guys, who he hasn't played in like a year. And you know it was going to take him a long time to come back from that injury. Even though he came back, a few weeks ago. It was still going to take him some time. And tonight, he just showed you just how valuable he is to this basketball club, right? So, just very positive sign for Mitch. Positive sign for Cat. Can't believe this man went on a 15-0 run in that third quarter by himself. Do you know how hard that is? And then Mikal finishes with a 9-0 run. Love it. Wild Boy says, Cat is a dog. Y'all was hating on Josh. Now y'all loving him again. Stay over there. Wow, boy, Josh had a terrible game versus Golden State, but amazing game tonight. Nostalgic, what's going on? Salute. Appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with me. Ready for the playoffs, Nostalgic says, yeah. We're getting to that point where we're just like ready for the playoffs, and we're just ready for the playoffs to start. But all in all, this game was a very positive step in the right direction. Let's go to the standings now. Knicks. Jericho Sims is actually out into the playoffs. I think he hurt his thumb. So that's actually a blow for Milwaukee, because Sims has been playing for them and he's been providing solid minutes for them. So he just had surgery on his thumb. So the Knicks, 5 games ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to finish 3. And it's just a matter of who you want to play at 6. Detroit, Indiana, or Milwaukee. It's either or right now at this point. Atlanta's not going to catch Detroit. And the Detroit Pistons and the Bucks are only separated by a game. Anything can happen, but the Knicks have a 98% chance on finishing number 3 in the East. They are finishing number 3. And it's just a matter of staying healthy, getting your captain back, and building good habits until the playoffs. Right? Building good habits until the playoffs. And then just tip the ball up, and we ready. Got to be ready, man. Nelly Nell says, stay tuned for big playoff Mitch. Calling another man bouncy is nasty work. I'm standing on business, man. Mitch was bouncy tonight. What's going on, Smoking Mirror? What's going on, man? Isaiah says, Cat is that good, man. He has a superstar level impact. When he plays great, he can affect the game that much. Yeah, 15-0 run from Cat was just incredible. Incredible. Anytime you hand the Heat 8 straight losses, it's a good Monday night. First time under exposure. It's a good Monday night, man. Knock the Heat out. Look, Heat are number 9. They're in the play-in, but they're number 9. Orlando just beat Cleveland, by the way. So, but look, it's you're getting down to crunch time, right? Now you go back on the road at San Antonio, a back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday at Charlotte. Then you come back home for some easy ones. And then it's crunch time. And then JB, I think JB wants to come back because I think he's 4 games away until being eligible for All-NBA, and he wants that. So I think he wants to come back, and I think he will come back. But you don't want to push it But it's crunch time, guys. What, 16 games left, 15 games left, something like that? So, I mean, it's a great win, man. Great step in the right direction. Great step for Mitch and Cat. You're building good habits. Tonight was a great step. You washed all the negativity off. You needed a game like this. You needed a bounce back win. You needed something to kind of like take the stain off your back a little bit because you've had a rough week, right? I mean, the noise in the media, the Mikal comments, Josh Hart screaming at Thibs. You had a rough week, so. All right, let's get to Yuri in the Discord. Appreciate you, every single one of you in the chat. Hit the Discord for the call in. Let's get to Yuri in the Discord. What does Yuri have to say tonight? I promise I got this right. Last time we had some technical difficulties, but I promise, I hope we got this right, by the way. Yuri, what's going on?
Yo, I am repping. I don't know if you saw my picture in the Discord, but I am repping my Mikal jersey, right? I'm repping my Mikal, my boy Mikal in the Discord. If you look in general chat, 5 picks and stuff. Big L, the big picture.
I see it. I see it. Yep.
Oh, I was waiting for a game like this from Mikal, man.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I'm salivating. Yeah.
Whoa. You good, Yuri? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. Don't worry about it. Man, I'm happy, man. We needed a victory like this. And it's against the Miami Heat, too. Let's go over it today. 50 consecutive straight points in first time in a shot clock era. Never been done before. Hasn't been done before. First time.
Hold on, Yuri. Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that stat.
First time in the shot clock era. Let me repeat it again for the people in the back. 15-point run for the first time in the shot clock era consecutively.
For a player? For a single player?
For a single player.
That's a great stat right there, man. Great stat, man.
Not to mention,
Cat was in his bag tonight.
10-1.
Yeah, Cat was in his bag
when
tonight.
Mikal scores 25 points and more.
Hold on. 10-1 when Mikal scores 25 points or more. That just tells you just how talented he is, man. His assists are up, and when he's scoring, good things are happening. When the ball is in Mikal Bridges' hand, the good things happen when this man is touching the basketball. And that's why the LA game, the Laker game was just so stupid to me.
You knew he can do it.
Yeah, it was just so stupid.
You knew he can do it. It killed me.
Yeah.
It really did. But no, talking about the game, I love that double big lineup. Love it.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of it. I don't know if you should start Mitch or not. I'm still debating he comes off the bench. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ant? I know you said you want to start him, but
apparently,
before we get into that,
I listen to a lot of ESPN New York radio, and Alan Hart apparently said Josh Hart was annoyed at all the Mitchell Robinson starting over him talk, and he didn't understand it because he was having a career season. So this late in the season, I doubt Tom Thibodeau goes to that lineup.
I doubt Tom Thibodeau does it because if Josh Hart's annoyed, then
yeah,
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, so
maybe next season. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Even though you don't start him, you can close with him, right? It depends on who you're facing. If you're facing Cleveland in the second round, which it's not looking like you're going to right now because you're going to finish number 3 in the East, you need Mitch against Allen and Mobley. But even against the Celtics, you're going to need Mitch. So even though you don't start him, Yuri,
100%. You're going to need Mitch.
You can always finish with him.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Game ball rice. I'm going to give the game ball to Cat. That 15-point run made me say, yeah, you got game ball tonight.
Yeah. Shout out to Cat, man. Shout out to Cat. Hold on. Shout out to Cat. The big cat.
The big cat, the big bodega.
All right, Yuri. What else you got? What else you got tonight?
What do we need to clinch the playoffs? I remember Nelly Nell told me we need 4 games to clinch.
I think the magic number is 4 right now. Prior to the game, I think it was 6. But in essence, if you win 4 more, you clinch the top 6. Or if, let's
If you clinch,
say,
if I'm Tibbs, I'm resting the starters. I don't care. I'm resting the starters. I'm saying you sit, put the rookies out there, put the bench in the starting lineup. I don't care. Load manage this entire season.
yeah. Yeah, Yuri, appreciate the call, Yuri. Yuri in the chat. Thibs is not going to do that, right? I mean, if the Knicks clinch top 6 in the East, he will scale it back a little bit. He will scale it back a little bit because if he doesn't, he's batshit crazy. If he doesn't, sorry for cursing, but if he doesn't, he's crazy, right? You're gonna finish number 3 in the East. At this point of the season, it's all about health, right? But you also want to stay in rhythm, right? You don't want to just get these guys out of rhythm, get these guys out of their groove. And right now you're seeing Mikal's in a groove, Cat's in a groove, OG's in a groove, Mitch is just starting to get in a groove. You want to continue that. You don't want that to go away, but you can scale back their minutes. But if he doesn't, he's crazy. He's crazy. So you're in a great spot. You're number 3 in the East, and you're going to finish top 6. And you're going to finish number 3. And it's just a matter of who you want to play, and we can have that discussion these next couple of weeks when we actually have a better picture of who we play in the playoffs, right? So, and just look at the schedule. I mean, you're going to finish at San Antonio. They don't have Victor Wembanyama, right? They're depleted. Tough place to play though. You still should win. At Charlotte, you should win. Washington, win. The Dallas Mavericks are probably forfeiting games. Like they don't have anybody. They're depleted. So a 5-game winning streak is on the table. Clippers, okay, tough. At Milwaukee, that could be your first round preview matchup right there. Look, you're not gonna have Jalen though, so that could be a first round matchup preview. The Bucks, and you played good against the Bucks this year. You played really well against the Bucks. Portland, Philly, man, oh man, Paul George. How about all those people that said that the Philadelphia 76ers will be better than the New York Knicks this year? Where are they at? I know injuries have taken a toll with that team, but still. Anytime you have Joel, Paul George, I mean, injuries, they have to be in the question. So they're quiet. They're having an abysmal season. They're a lottery team. And at Cleveland. But at this point, at Cleveland, do you kind of have everything locked up? At that point? Nelly now. Isaiah says, come on, Ed. You know Thibs is back. Crap, crazy, man. He is. He's crazy. He's crazy. So if the Knicks lock up the 3rd seed, which I think they will in these next couple of weeks, you got to scale back the minutes, man. You can't push these guys 42 minutes on freaking April 11th versus Cleveland because you want to get a win versus Cleveland. That can't happen. Cleveland's not going to care because they're going to have things locked up. You can't just want to get a win. I know these wins all matter if you look back 20 years from now on his docket, but guys, if the magic number is 4, if you clinch a top 6 seed, I'm telling you, man, you got to scale back these minutes a little bit because if you don't, and God forbid somebody gets hurt, it's going to be a problem. It is. So, loud and clear says Philadelphia 76ers are a national disgrace. They are. National disgrace. They called the 76ers better than the New York Knicks. Tim Bontemps, I'm calling you out by name, ESPN. He said the Philadelphia 76ers will be better than the Knicks, and they had a better summer than the New York Knicks. Knicks are going to win over 50 games, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to win over 50 games. It's going to be a great season. It's been a hell of a roller coaster. But it's when you look back at it, it's good. It's going to be a great season. And Yuri, there's a lot of people in the media, man. A lot of people in the media talking crap about the Knicks. I ain't forget. Calling the 76ers better. Even Charles Barkley on TNT says the 76ers will be better than the Knicks. We move on, right? But look, you look at the schedule. It's probably one of the easier schedules. Do you have Cleveland 2 times and you have Boston 1 more time? But you have Cleveland and Boston in essentially the final week of the NBA season. Cleveland's going to have the number 1 seed locked up. Boston's going to have the number 2 seed locked up unless something happens and Boston just loses like 5 straight and the Knicks have a chance to get the 2 seed unless something drastic happens. So those teams are not going to be playing for anything. It's going to be games where, I mean, you'll probably see our starters, you'll probably see their starters, but it's just not going to be a full go type of game. But April 10th could be a first-round matchup at Detroit. That could be a first-round matchup. So that could be one of those games where you don't want to show all of your cards in that game because it's possible that this Knicks team could face Detroit in the first round. So maybe you sit Cat, maybe you sit – you're not going to sit Mikal because he has a streak going on. Maybe you play him 10 minutes, but maybe the Jalen Brunson's back. But it's starting to get into crunch time, guys. But great win for the Knicks tonight. At San Antonio next on Wednesday. At Charlotte after that. I love that these 7 o'clock starts are back, 7:30, 8 p.m. I love it. No more 10:30 p.m. starts. And we just go from there, man. But all in all, this was a great game for this team. Anyone I missed tonight? We got to everyone. Precious, great defense. I thought Deuce, solid start to the third quarter, set the tone for that big blow-up third quarter. And it'll be great defense in the second half. I don't want to miss anyone, guys. Hope Tracy Morgan's okay. Oh, P.J. Tucker chants in the Garden. Thibs should have gave us the Rasheed Wallace moment and put in P.J. Tucker when Mike Woodson, you remember Mike Woodson was like, you ready to Rasheed Wallace? And everyone was chanting Rasheed Wallace, and Mike Woodson called him in a game, and the fans were going crazy. P.J. Tucker chants in MSG. And no P.J. Tucker. That tells me he's not in game shape. He's not ready. Otherwise, Thibs would have put him in there. So he's not in game shape. He's not ready. But I really wanted to see P.J. Tucker at the end of that game, at the end of tonight's game. Isaiah says, asinine to think the 76ers were going to be ever going to be better than us. Yuri says, Ant is being petty right now, and I love it. Nah, Detroit is finishing number 5. This Rover says Thibs is 100% going to show all of his cards against the game versus Detroit. He shouldn't. This Rover says all he wants to do is win, whether it's game 1 of the season or game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's true, this Rover. It is true, right? But 43-24, you're almost locking up top 6. You're going to lock up the 3rd seed. At some point, you're going to have to scale back these minutes, and these guys are going to have to start to play less. But you're in kind of like a weird situation right now simply due to the fact that the guys are rolling. Like, you have guys that are really playing well and really playing at the top of their game this season. And they're always playing different. Like, he's been different. Different. Like, that Miami game down in Miami, when you get a chance, rewatch that game. He was different. He's hit another level. Mikal's playing better. Cat is starting to look like Cat. Hart with a great game tonight. And building blocks. Nate says, of course, Grimes want to ball out for the 76ers now. What Grimes have? Like 20, what do you have? Almost 40 points for Quentin Grimes? Jeez. 46 points, 13 rebounds, 8 made threes for Quentin Grimes. All right, we got some Tom Thibodeau sound. Let me play this Tom Thibodeau sound for you guys really quick. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Activate system audio. Let's go to Safari. Boom.
sure. Sometimes I see him with the boots, sometimes.
All right. Thibs was asked if Jalen Brunson is out of a boot. I'm not sure. Sometimes I see him with the boot. Sometimes I don't. It was revealed in the post game that Jalen Brunson has been in a boot and has been doing some light shooting. So, positive sign. Positive sign. Mitchell Robinson was asked if he's seen a personal 15-0 run like that Karl Anthony Towns did tonight. You love Mitch, man. Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear that or if you can't. Let me make sure you guys can hear that. If you can't, let me know. Oh, you don't hear anything? All right, something's going on then. Something's going on. All right. We got the Discord working, but we got to get that working. Anyway, Jalen Brunson in a boot, out of a boot. It's good to see that Jalen Brunson is. Oh, hold on, because I muted it, maybe. I muted the tab. Hold on.
It doesn't feel like, people talk about I'm in the zone like that. Like, did it feel
I
like
feel good when I walk into the building, so that's me though personally. But those moments you hitting those shots, everything was feeling really good. I don't know. I could have done more for sure. But I did enough for our team to win, so that's.
You can hear it? Yes or no? Hear that? That was Cat. Here's Mitch.
You ever see someone score 15 straight in the quarter like Cat did tonight?
Nah, that shit was epic.
And let's go back to Jalen Brunson. So, Cat, Tom Thibodeau was asked if Jalen Brunson in the boot is in or out the boot.
I'm not sure. Sometimes I see him with the boots, sometimes. Yeah, and then I thought our bench gave us a good lift to get out of the hole, and then the way we played in the third quarter, a lot of energy. I thought the defense was terrific. I thought Mitch was a huge factor, and then the unselfishness. And I thought Mikal had a huge game for us. Josh was, a monster. So we had a lot of guys step up, and it was a tough game coming off the West Coast and to be ready to go. But
that's another thing, guys. They were flat coming out tonight because they were just getting off a plane from the West Coast, long trip, and it's tough. But all in all, great win. You build off of it, on to the next one, and you move on. Hopefully we can get some good Jalen Brunson news in this next coming weeks. I think we get the update this week, so that should be a positive sign. But appreciate you guys in the chat. Always appreciate you guys in the chat. Thank you for the support. I'm out of here. Let's go Knicks. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.